This is the best tap water.
Dude, I got some fucking banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah. Fucking skunks, dude? Hell no. Scratching your eye, but it's still fucking itchy, dude? Hell no. The fucking Cubs, dude? Hell no. Like getting paid not a lot of money, dude, for fucking working? Hell no. But banana bread, I fucking work, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
So Joe made that. Joe made that. He made the beat, right? Mm-hmm. So he made the beat, and then he had this funny video where that guy was talking,
Right.
and he just randomly threw it in at the end, and it synced up perfectly with the beat, and he was like, "I'm not touching it." So he sent me that file, and because I was looking for an intro, like a intro song for the podcast,
Right.
and I was like, "Yeah, just give it to me." And he's like, "All right." So now that's the intro song.
So that's your intro
Yeah.
song? It sounds like a night at the Roxbury.
Right, yeah.
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
How'd you go to work every day to work for nothing? Banana bread.
Right.
I mean, picture going up banana bread. You know what? Picture your whole life
Yeah.
just buying fucking banana bread and coming home to someone you don't love and banana bread. Like, I think that's why suicide is high in America at the moment. All I fucking have is banana bread and you, bitch. It's all I've worked for every day, Marge. Is there even fucking walnuts in this banana bread? It's just fucking banana bread? I'm just... I mean, there's somebody in America going through that
Absolutely.
right now.
100%.
Shocking the shit out of their cat walking through the door. Fucking hate scruffles. That's why CPS Cat Protective Services go out to people's houses because of animal abuse. There's a cat right now, chest caved in because of cat abuse.
Caved in.
Caved.
That's so true.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I just want to introduce you.
Oh, what's up?
So this is what's the screen name?
Oh, my name is the Nasty Panda Population 1. I'm a video gamer. I play in a virtual reality game called Population 1 on Oculus Quest 2 that is now Meta. And I'm very popular on the game. I talk a lot of shit. And I have a lot of people from the game that follows me. So I didn't want them knowing my real name. So I gave them my player name, which is the Nasty Panda. Shout out to Mr. Witty, who introduced me on YouTube almost a year ago in March. I played against Action Jackson. Shout out to him. And shout out to Chris Reality, who also sponsored me on this show. I thank those two guys because without them, nobody would kind of know who I am. But my name is the Nasty Panda. So
The Nasty Panda.
yeah,
I
I'm
love
nasty
it.
with a gun and other things as well.
and you've been playing that. And you hold on. You said Meta.
Meta. They changed it to Meta. Meta Quest.
MetaQuest.
There's no longer...
Is it owned by Facebook or
It's
something?
still owned by Facebook, but they wanted to sound more professional in the metaverse.
So it was always owned by
Facebook?
Facebook.
Of course, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Zuckerberg bought the game, actually. He owned the headset, but the game, Population 1, was bought by Facebook. It was made by Big Box Games. It came out October 22nd of 2020, and it blew up. It sold over 10 million copies, and Facebook found a large interest in it because it's what got the Oculus, in my opinion, going.
Yeah.
And it made a lot of other VR games step their game up
Yeah.
to play. They're even bringing GTA San Andreas to that
Oculus.
Yes,
Oh, that would make sense.
you're gonna be CJ with your headset on, blowing people's asses up, like kicking prostitutes in their stomach.
I mean, that's what we really want in America.
I mean, America.
We want the freedom to do that shit.
To whoop somebody's ass without going to jail. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever just wanted to just ram somebody in their face?
Every day.
Honestly, I mean,
I mean, what? The better question is, when have I not? You know what I mean? When have I not felt like ramming somebody's face with my fist?
I haven't felt like that in a while because I haven't had any bail money put up. Because I usually, right before I know I'm going to commit a crime, I normally will call a lawyer and ask what would be the bail amount.
That's a very thoughtful thing to do.
Yeah, because it's like if you're handing out ass whippings on a weekend, you're there the whole weekend.
Right.
In a cold cell having the shit. You holding your ass cheeks in a cold...
Yeah.
Till Monday, till you see a judge. I believe if you hand out an ass whipping, do it before the 3-day weekend or a non-holiday.
A non-holiday, yeah.
Yeah, because
for sure.
You have to wait those 4 days.
Yeah.
Just
nobody wants to do that.
No, it's very cold in jail. Very cold, lonely.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, it's a lot of metal.
Yeah, it is.
Right. It's a lot of metal, a lot of cold metal.
Not like Metallica metal, like metal. Like,
yeah. The alloy.
Yeah, alloy. Yeah, part of the, what's it called? The periodic table metal. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So, and you've been playing that game for a while now.
Like, going on 2 years, actually.
Yeah.
2019.
I just remember when you called me and you're like, you got to check out this VR headset I have. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even know you were into games.
Oh, I'm actually in. I've been into gaming since Mario, actually. I had Beetlejuice on Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh, yeah.
Beetlejuice was the shit.
Yeah, it was.
And then I love gaming. I'm actually a gangster nerd, you know?
A gangster nerd.
I knew I was a nerd when I actually knew who Link was from Zelda.
Yeah.
People thought the guy in front of Zelda game was Zelda. His name is Link.
Mm-hmm. Zelda's the princess.
Yeah, Link's been transgender for a long time. They made that man transgender before he could even come out. So it's like
that's got to be the worst, right? When you don't even know,
when
but everybody's telling you.
Are you Zelda?
Hey, you Zelda.
You got rupees in your pocket, Zelda? No, my name's Link. I'm going to go save Zelda.
Nah, you're not
Zelda. You green and shit.
You Zelda.
You Zelda.
That's hilarious.
You know what? I'm excited.
Good. I'm glad I finally got you to come over. All right, we already hashed that out. Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up. Hey, you know what? I've been one of my dreams is to have sex with a man on a yacht, like a rich man on a yacht. And if there's any rich men watching this, I'm single. I have no children. I do not cause anal bleeding or constipation.
Wow. 7 minutes in, and you already. All right, so any rich people,
because I'm tired of being poor. When I wake up in the morning, there's a large pigeon taking a shit on my door. I have never experienced what a rich life is like, but I wanna do that.
So tell me why the Omicron...
the Omarion virus?
Yeah. Tell me why it's called the Omarion virus.
I don't know. I just looked up one day and people was just putting Omarion's face to the Omicron virus. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The Shade Room even said people were saying it's the Omarion virus. You know, he went viral for a dance video that he did. He said he could battle Chris Brown. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, you got to look that video up when he's in a red jacket. You have to... Bless his heart.
Is this a recent video?
Yeah, just put the Omarion dance. Because I don't know what to call it. It went viral. He's in a red... They had a challenge. Do the dance challenge. You have to...
Red jacket?
Yeah. They had a challenge. People were actually doing... There he go. That's the original video.
The 1 million?
Yes, but people actually did a challenge to that. So it's just amazing.
Hold on. Let me get this... Let me get this audio going here.
This is exciting.
Sound out.
I mean, you have like a sophisticated system.
This took me a while.
Really?
Yeah. Took me a while to get figured out. It took me a while to save up money for all this too.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh. Whoa. You have to see the challenge. That was the dance. That was the dance.
It was a 10-second dance.
Yep, and everybody made. Even Kirk Franklin did it. Kirk Franklin
did the dance?
Yes, you could do the Omarion challenge, Kirk Franklin.
Oh, this is like a compilation.
Everyone did it. It's crazy. I was thinking about doing it.
When advertising on YouTube,
you don't have YouTube Premium? You don't have money?
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
Why am I even here?
Uh-oh.
Power Rangers.
Yes. The Red Ranger did
Wow,
it?
a 10-second dance video.
Wait, so the Kirk Franklin when he was inside the church.
Let's see this stripper.
The stripper.
When you lie on your resume, but you got the job.
That's actually the funniest one.
That is actually. Oh no,
Yeah, that's good.
that was a good one. I mean, but I go.
Let's
Oh,
go.
wait.
Jody would love this. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Kirk Franklin.
Do the Kirk Franklin one, and I'm done with the challenge. Kirk Franklin, he was inside the church.
Yeah.
So I guess you could put Kirk Franklin on Omarion challenge. Oh, there you go.
Here we go. Get it, Kirk.
Oh my god. What they got to do with God?
Was that even Kirk Franklin?
That was Kirk. It was not Plies.
It's been so long since I've seen Kirk Franklin.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me something that that's different about you now from back then.
Yeah.
I'll start.
Oh God.
I would say just my perspective of life. Period.
Oh. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
We just don't.
We don't give a fuck.
We don't. I have.
It might have changed, and that's great.
I mean,
but we don't really isn't it funny to see these interviews where celebrities are like, well, and you can tell that they're trying to speak a different way.
Oh,
You're
the
like,
professional voice.
Yes.
I did a bunch of coke before I came on the show, but my life is so much better. I adopted an ostrich and an emu, and I don't know the difference between the two because my coke habit has me buying extravagant animals that don't even mean anything to me. They're gonna die because I don't feed them. Life.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. That's what it always seems like.
Right.
All right, so I saw this on Instagram, so check this out. Oregon governor signs a bill removing reading, writing, and math requirements for high school kids to help, quote, students of color.
Wait. Read that. Wait, hold on.
Oregon governor Kate Brown
Okay.
signs bill removing reading, writing, and arithmetic for high school students to help, quote, students of color. Is that insulting?
She look a little black herself, baby. She can't read.
Maybe she can.
Wait, so she mean like Asian people, black people, the people what could be
Of color.
Any color?
I mean, I guess a minority.
Minority
Other
race.
than white.
So
Which never makes sense to me because like white in the color spectrum is the presence of all color.
yes.
You know, right? In a beam of light that's all color.
Right.
Black is the absence of color. So I've never like from the jump, I'm always off like with the whole color thing.
So
But yeah, all students of color. This is what I see.
So you telling me, let's just say if I was in high school and you didn't want me to learn how to read, you didn't want me to learn how to count, you don't want me to know nothing. So let's say I get a job at the Taco Bell.
Right.
And what am I gonna do with it? I mean, it ain't even gotta be Taco Bell, but me, I mean, I'm a teenager. I wanna this is for high school, right?
Yeah.
If I was a black high school student, how would I count the correct change if you gave me $5 and the Nacho Bel Grande was $10? Why would you do that? Why? It's not helping. Everybody needs to learn how to read, write. You need to learn how to count. It's a part of life. I mean,
Well, this is what I see. I see that like they're trying to like help.
How is it helping?
Help. I know. But that's the intent. The
How?
intention is we're going to help these students because they struggle. But
It's Oregon. You
how many black
struggle.
people are even in Oregon?
I don't. It got to be some dumb ones. The way she putting it, because the
Can't be that many though. Like you can't be doing that in LA.
hell no. Wait. So wait a minute. Wait. So this Oregon don't want nobody black or any color of color. What do you want them to do then? What do you want us to do?
Here's the problem. Now you're just going to school for what?
to give them money because they get funded for everybody that's the body that's sitting in the school.
Something. Yeah. I mean, but it's more of like a daycare for parents. If you're not going to teach kids anything and have a requirement for like you have to pass a test for something, what's the point? They're not going to even want to be there. And then you're going to have more school shootings. You're going to have more violence in schools because there's nothing there.
Wow.
You're not trying to gain anything.
You can't hire nobody from Oregon.
No, you can't. No. You got to change that on your resume. But
I'm from Connecticut.
like white liberals are thinking, okay, poor black students
Okay.
struggle with academics. So let's make it easier on them. But the problem is no matter who you are, if you are poor, your life's a lot tougher, right?
Right.
You're dealing with more issues, right?
Right.
More stress, psychological stress, emotional stress,
Okay.
right? So it makes the home life more difficult. Can we be honest about that, right?
I can't even bake a cake if I don't know how to put 1/4 oil in my.
I'm trying. Yeah, of course.
What?
But they think that they're helping.
Google how many black folks in Oregon right now. Google this shit right now, and they better not been there more than 5 years. Because if they've been there over 20 years, that means that school district been teaching people of color not to read. They need their ass with. How many people? How many? 77. You see,
77, about 78,000 people
have been in Oregon and can't count, can't read. What they doing?
Well, they're not going to now.
Why? What's the point?
But what I'm trying to tell you
By the
is
Snake River.
that's what they're trying to do. They think they're doing a good thing by not holding you accountable instead of creating a better I mean, look, you can make it a better study environment at school, but the one thing that school can't change is your home life.
No, they can't.
And that's the problem. It's like you think you're fixing the problem, but the home life is the issue. When a kid comes to school and tries hard, then goes home and has to deal with gun violence, has to deal with drugs,
Abuse.
How are they going to even study to take a test? They're not. And so
So
that's what
why?
happens. So they have low scores. And so these rich white liberals are like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to bring down the requirements for them so that we can get them through. But what you're doing,
It's not helping.
it's not helping. But I don't even know what you can do.
So what
You
they
know
supposed to
what
be
I mean?
walking around? They supposed to be basically dumb? Are we all supposed to be dumb now? Like
In Oregon, only in Oregon.
what if
Now.
one of them want to be a nurse and want to be a heart doctor, but don't know how to spell heart or don't go put a brain inside your?
No,
in your chest?
it's a tough situation.
That's some cold. No, she need her ass whooped. Somebody need to whoop her ass. Like that's fucked up. And somebody voted. Is this law went? Is it?
So she signed a bill. This was in August.
So wait, did it pass? This better not have passed.
It could have.
Did it pass?
I don't know.
See if it passed. See if it passed. If it passed, government, you have failed us. You already didn't tell us about the aliens, but you failed us. If this passed, you failed us, government. Oh my God. Did it pass? Let me see.
A closer look at Oregon's decision to drop. In order to graduate with an Oregon diploma, students had to show proficiency in 9 essential skills: reading, writing, math, critical thinking, technology usage, and civic and community engagement. Students showed that proficiency either by passing state standardized tests or submitting work examples. Yeah.
So this basically passed. Burn in hell.
So the students not only have the math skills that allow them to pass math
Oh
tests.
wow.
Who knows? Who knows what's going on? It doesn't look like it's passed. But yeah, I mean, it just seems like a huge disconnect from like the real issue. You know,
Wow.
the real issue is your home life. You know, I had buddies in school that stopped doing their schoolwork because their life at home was rough. I mean, like, you know, people like that. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, your home environment, unless you can push through it, it makes up a lot of how our education was. Even when I was younger, I don't tell everybody this, but when I first came out here from Arkansas, I was put back so much. I was 15 years old in the 7th grade. And when I came to LA, they were like, whoa, why are you 15 in the 7th grade? I had to get tested to make sure that I was able to go to my appropriated grade. I was actually smarter than what I was. And my home life I didn't get abused, but my home life did make a difference on
it
my
was tough.
academics. It was very tough at times, but but that lady doing that, you're only making the situation worse. I mean,
right.
I don't know. She need her ass whooped.
Ah,
She needs an old fashioned ass whooping. That's all I can say.
that's funny.
Oh Lord.
What else is on this? Tell me if something pops out to you. Blac Chyna.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, what's up with Blac Chyna?
She held a woman hostage in the room. Let's find out why. Why was she
Accused of holding a woman hostage in her hotel room. Damn, she's had some work done, right?
Ooh, look at her.
Blac
Come on,
Chyna is
Angela.
reportedly involved in a police investigation after it was alleged that she held a woman hostage in her hotel room last month. In a video obtained by The Sun, a woman could be seen leaving outside of a hotel room as she bursts into tears as her friend, who is recording the video, calls for her to come out. Blac Chyna could be seen standing at the door as the woman walks out. According to The Sun, the incident reportedly took place at the Sacramento Sheraton Grand after Chyna allegedly invited the woman and her friend back to her room for some drinks. The woman's friend, Ron Knighton, said everyone was enjoying themselves, the drinks were flowing, and the energy in the suite was real good. He continued to say, suddenly, out of nowhere, Chyna just yelled at my friend to shut the fuck up, or she'd beat both our asses. The vibe immediately changed. So at that point, we thought it was best to leave, but when I went to walk out, she shut the door behind me.
That
and
was
kept
from
my
the
friend in the room.
coke.
Yeah, you think it was the coke?
That's the coke. Ain't alcohol, first of all. She had an outburst not too long ago in the airport like that. She just went rampant and told everybody blatantly to shut the fuck up.
Oh, really?
So if you're in a room with her, first of all, y'all all grown. This isn't like a club setting.
Right.
Why are y'all in a room in a hotel suite getting drunk?
Right. And
And y'all just having casual conversation
and quote,
in a suite?
the energy in the suite was real good.
First of all, somebody had an anal fissure and went off. I mean, you need to shut the fuck up and continue doing. That's probably why she needed to shut the fuck up, because she needed to finish that threesome.
Right.
Somebody wanted their ass ate and she was too busy talking and wasn't
Right.
completing the angalingus part of the
Analingus.
the angalingus part of shutting the fuck up. Her mouth should have been centipeding somewhere. Centipede.
It wasn't until 20 minutes later, other individuals that appeared to be a part of Chyna's team knocked on the door telling her to open up. That's when the woman
She was high on cocaine.
Right. That's when the woman walked out of the room emotional as she began to cry. As she apologized, Ron said, "It's not your fault. She's high on cocaine and crazy."
Told you. Coke can have you out there fucking
nailed
on
it.
mailbox.
You nailed it. Fucking a mailbox?
You'll be so damn horny you in the mailbox to have
So
another
cocaine
guy.
makes you horny.
Yeah.
Is that? I've never heard that. I know weed does.
It depends on certain weed, but coke, I mean, and it depends on your setting. Like they were in a suite, I think that was more sexual. That was not like a business.
Right. I've heard people say that when they do coke, it makes them think about doing more coke.
Yeah. And your mind just runs and you think about shit.
But I didn't hear anybody say it makes you want to just have sex.
It make you whatever
But
the
you
mood
always
is.
hear that when someone gets caught with coke, it's like we're caught in a coke and sex scandal. You know, it's like
Yeah, that
they go hand in
situation, she probably was, because coke, when you on coke, it make you talk a lot. And she probably was in one of them moods where she was so coked up, she didn't want to talk. She probably didn't want to hear nothing.
Right.
She was just riding out, and the girl probably was talking too damn much. And in her mind, just shut the fuck up. I'm just trying to ride. And how did you know why did it take you 20 minutes to realize she told you to shut the fuck up?
Right.
It does not take 20 minutes for you to realize
No.
someone told you to shut the fuck up. It took you 20 minutes. That means you all were high. She wasn't going to give you no more coke. So now you were insulted.
Yeah.
So the coke ran out and they had to go. And you're not getting no more coke. You got to shut the fuck up and
And
get
she got
out.
mad about it.
And kick their asses out.
Yeah.
And their feelings is hurt because they're not going to get high quality coke anymore.
Right.
They're going to get wet weed.
Wet weed.
That has a Raid on it.
What's a Raid?
Oh, Raid bug spray.
Oh.
Wet weed. You ever heard of wet weed?
Nope. Never have.
Look it up. Wet weed. It have people.
Wet weed.
Wet weed. It had people hallucinating, bucket naked somewhere, hallucinating and.
Damn. Bucket naked.
Bucket naked.
That's the best. Bucket naked. Wet
Bucket
weed.
naked. Pumping and sweating in the shed somewhere.
This altered form of marijuana, referred to the vernacular as wet, illy, or fry, was first reported in the 70s and can now be procured rather readily. Wet cigarettes are conventional marijuana cigarettes that have been dipped into various fluids or laced with additional substances. And so what is it usually?
Sometimes it'll have sherm or it'll have like bug spray or different like drugs.
Damn.
Wet weed. Yeah. Oh, look at those happy.
Do not
boys.
sell my personal information.
You should. Who?
All right. Anything else pop out at you?
Let me see.
Kim Kardashian thanks Kanye West for introducing him to the fashion industry while accepting fashion. Did they break up?
I think it's a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, she needs him and he needs her. They need each other. What is Kim Kardashian's talent?
Yeah.
What is she good for? Besides getting everybody who either killed someone out of prison.
Right.
Doing great. But Kanye is a character in his own. He brings ratings.
Yeah.
She's not talented. And Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they had to end that show because he probably was going to start talking so much. He probably was going to be high off of coke on one episode and start telling everything. You had an elephant in the bedroom with us and you tried to force me to fuck it. Remember, Kim, when you took me to Wyoming? He would say random shit like, she probably has him doing weird shit. Remember when they were getting ready to divorce and his high was coming down? He said he was kidnapped and they had him in Wyoming. I believe that because that's their little...
Keep that mic on.
Oh, sorry, that little getaway spot. And he was flipping out like, you kidnapped me and you had me in Wyoming for 2 months doing things to my body. You remember any of that?
No.
Yeah, he flipped out and was telling on them. And I think it's just a big ass publicity stunt. They're not... Why? It don't take nobody that long to divorce nobody.
Right.
I have to get my family back. You live next door to Kim. You admitted that you bought a house next to Kim.
Right.
You don't see your kids? No, that's a publicity stunt.
He bought a house right next to this?
He has a house next to Kim. So he can see his kids. He don't want to live with her. He doesn't want to live with her.
Wow.
And when he don't...
So they just come over to the house?
Yes. That's all publicity stunt.
Wow, that's actually a great way to deal with a divorce.
Right.
We just live beside each other.
Right. Let's see. U.S. Surgeon General. What happened?
Cautions about the devastating youth mental health crisis following rising numbers of suicide and depression. Yeah, because you shut the country down.
Yes. And all we had was Pokemon Go.
Let's see what he has to say.
And cheap-ass Pornhub.
Right.
Because premium is expensive. It's like $9. And then they took the cash part, so all you get is Bitcoin now.
Yeah, how does anybody even pay for that?
You get Bitcoin. So you could use Bitcoin to pay for a subscription.
Yeah, but you have to have an account to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then you can sign up for that.
Yeah, so you get the amateur porn with the low lighting.
With the low lighting. That bullshit.
Lighting. Look at him. He watches it. Look how devastated he look.
Roommates. It's been widely reported that during the pandemic, drug use increased drastically, but sadly, there has been a devastating trend regarding the youth mental health crisis. According to the U.S. Surgeon General, the pandemic has contributed to an alarming rise of depression and suicide in young boys and girls. National reports of mental health struggles among youth was already concerning about before the COVID-19 pandemic began in 2020, but as the pandemic continued on, there is now a mental health crisis that is of enormous concern. U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy recently produced a 53-page advisory explicitly detailing the devastating consequences to the mental health of young people if the issue proceeds to be unaddressed. In his document, it was highlighted that during 2019 and 2021, emergency room visits for suicide attempts went up 51% for young girls and 4% for boys. Wow. Wow.
That's sad.
So it's higher in young girls.
Yeah, that's when, think about you're a teenager.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the best years of your life. You're in high school. You're meeting your crushes. It's prom. It's spring dance, and you're cooped up in a house, and you can't physically touch anybody. You got to see your parents every day and deal with your nagging people that live with you. It can take a toll on you.
Yeah.
not having a fucking life.
Yeah. Well, this is the problem. Like at the very beginning of the pandemic, this is what a lot of conservatives were wanting to talk about. But you never heard about it in the news. You never heard about the mental health of the young, and you never heard about physical health and how to take care of yourself with a virus going on. No one ever talked about, all right, you need to get more sunlight. You need to get more cardiovascular exercise. Yeah, vitamin D. But they didn't want to talk about that because the answer was the shot. That's the only answer we have.
You have to get vaccinated. It's important. It saves lives. No vitamin
and it makes
D.
us money. It makes us a shit ton of money.
Cash.
And we're giving it to you for free. So you better fucking take it.
You better take it. It expires.
Yeah. No, bend the fuck over. But yeah, and like, it's like, you have this incentive, to bend over for these pharmaceutical companies for political reasons.
Right.
And then this is what happens. Your children kill themselves.
They're suffering behind a legal game of life, death, and pharmaceutical drug sales in America.
Yeah, but it's sad because when you talk about this to people, they're like, no, the pandemic has nothing to do with it. And so it's like, no, it does.
It has a lot to do with
it. We're talking about it right now. But 2 years later, it's almost 2022.
Now we're talking about the rise
now we
of
want to talk
suicide
about it.
Because it's affecting their children.
Yeah.
It's affecting their lives.
Isn't it funny, Grace, though, that like everything that we were talking about this in the car driving over here, like all the conspiracies that people used to say 4 or 5 years ago were all conspiracies. Right? It's just, oh, you're crazy.
Nah, this isn't true.
Epstein's Island, that's crazy.
Yo,
pedophile stuff.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, that's crazy. Aliens, that's a lie. That's all doctored footage.
No.
JFK, oh, it's a lie. Now,
it's real.
It's real. So how this is the funny thing. I had a friend of mine, and we were talking about aliens.
Right.
And I was like, hey, did you see that new footage of that naval pilot who recorded this unidentified flying object in the ocean, in the Pacific or something like that? And he was like, no. He's like, you don't believe that. And I'm like, dude, it was on CNN. And you're liberal, and you love CNN. So now it's on your network. So now, and what, is it a conspiracy now? Like, if aliens aren't real, I don't want to believe in them. But if they are.
They are.
They are.
They are.
But then they are. I didn't make this up.
But we're the aliens.
And so the next day we're talking, he was like, oh yeah, I saw that. He's like, yeah, you just never know. And I'm like, hold up.
Okay, now you all calm about it.
So
you believe it.
So you were making fun of me yesterday.
But now it's serious.
But yeah, now it's like, well, you can just make a switch in your head like that? I can't do that. If you were to come to me and say aliens are real, this video, blah, 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 I'd be like, that's crazy. And then I saw a video that proved me wrong. I'd be like, oh my, I can't believe it. Like
who came up with words?
Why did I not see that? But some people are like, I
believe we're the aliens, to be honest. Can I tell you my facts?
Okay. Tell me the facts.
Okay, think about it. We're always trying to go up. We made airplanes.
Yeah.
We believe if we die, we either go up or down. We either go to heaven, we go to hell.
Yeah.
We all, let me see, what's another? How did we come up with words? Who came up with words? Who came up with numbers? Who was the inventor of the first word? What made us come up and start adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing?
Well, it wasn't our teacher in Oregon.
It wasn't, because we are not allowed to read or write. Okay. No hire anybody from Oregon of minority. But I believe that's what we are. And because we are identifying, maybe our people want us to come home. Think about it. The people who find aliens, right?
Yeah.
I believe they're communicating with those people because maybe they lost from their planet and want them to come the fuck home. Think about the weirdest places people find these aliens. He was at work trying to get his fucking money and go home, and the sonar picked up a goddamn unidentified flying object in some water.
Yeah.
And he had to report it because he's at work and it's picking it up. Maybe that was his people. Like, look, I know you don't know us like that, but you got to come the fuck home because
you gotta get out of here because you guys, people you're hanging out with right
this
now,
not right.
They fucking shit up.
They're fucking, and you need to come back and live with us and use your naval skills that you learned from the human race. I believe it.
Yeah.
That's just like people. I believe anybody who encounters an alien, that's your people trying to get you. Think about it. Now the ones that get, you ready to go back.
Yeah.
And then think about it. People know that there's gray aliens. How the fuck do these people know how to label the aliens?
Yeah.
I believe we're the aliens. I really believe that.
Yeah.
And,
I remember my close friend, you know who, told me 5 years ago. No, when we were working together, which was how long ago?
like,
8, 7
something
years
like that.
ago.
Right.
That Epstein and that island existed. And
It-
I was
it was
like,
like
all
a
right, now,
conspiracy.
even I was like, all right, well, that's really extreme.
That was
Like
a
it's that
conspiracy
it's
then.
yeah,
It was
it's
a
that
conspiracy.
it's that like organized. Like I'm like, really? Like, and then now it's all out, and I'm like, yeah, I was wrong.
How did you feel about that after being wrong? Did you feel like your friend in the CNN episode?
when Jeffrey Epstein killed himself,
Oh,
right? Yeah. I
Rest
was
in
like,
peace.
oh, it's true. That was it. I was like, I didn't know how true it was. I felt like it might have been a fabricated exaggeration
May I ask a
based
question?
on something, but like I didn't think it was as deep as it was. I feel like people can exaggerate things, especially with their biases and stuff. But then when he killed himself in prison, I was like, oh, nah, it's true.
Yes.
yeah,
You died for a cause.
Yeah,
You
I was wrong on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was deep.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Why aren't the parents being charged? Why
Right.
aren't the people who knew that these poor underage people were on an island giving out personal massages and getting on jets? Like,
Yeah, I
how
don't
do you
know.
not know what your babies are doing? My child couldn't go with no grown ass man.
Right.
And if my daughter was being chaperoned, I would have questioned my daughter. And not to bring this up, I think a lot of parents don't sit down and talk to their children like they used to about sexual abuse. They don't.
No.
I remember my parents, every time I wouldn't care if it was an aunt or uncle. As soon as I got in the door, okay, how was your weekend? Did anybody touch you? Parents don't talk to that shit about their kids.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure if they would have talked about that or saw changes in their kids, answers would have got, put out there. It wouldn't have took this long.
Yeah.
And those parents should be charged for like negligence and all that stuff, because how do you not know what your kids are going through? How do you not know your daughter all of a sudden now wearing halter tops
Right.
and she's always on this island? She ain't she's not rich now. I mean, I'm not trying to say it like that, but
Yeah.
my kids, if I was a parent, my daughter, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna know where my daughter's going, and I'm gonna question.
Yeah.
Okay, how was your weekend? What did you do?
Yeah. Who'd you hang out with?
Somebody's getting their hymen checked.
Yeah. Who's picking you up? That
What-
old Hyman.
Your hands are kind of strong. You've been giving out massages to who? I mean, pay attention
Yeah.
to your kids,
And
y'all.
it's just
Good
your
shit.
right hand.
This is a real strong right hand. I mean, damn.
I'm going to read the rest of this article.
Okay, go ahead.
Additionally, depression and anxiety rates doubled during the same time period, as 25% of children reportedly were diagnosed with anxiety and depressive symptoms. Discussing his findings, Murthy explained, "It would be a tragedy if we beat back one public health crisis only to allow another to grow in its place." It is a tragedy because that's exactly what you did. It's exactly what you did. Mental health, go back to the article, mental health challenges in children, adolescents, and young adults are real and they are widespread. But most importantly, they are treatable and often preventable. Oh, what? You got a vaccine for us?
Hey, Court. Hey, Sue. Hey, daughter. Oh, is she pretty? Oh, shit. Hey, daughter. Courtney, you're so pretty. Sorry. Give me some kisses. Oh, we on camera. We're not going to tongue kiss. That's not.
You're gonna, yeah. So you gotta tilt it on me.
You got some strong thighs, Courtney. God damn. Thanks, strong thighs.
So tilt it down. No, don't touch that.
Down.
All right.
There we go.
Nah, it's not. I'll do it.
That's his OCD.
I'll do it.
Your hair's
It's just
so
not
pretty.
straight.
I just got it done.
That is different. You went to the
Literally.
shop?
Yeah, I mean it's not my hair color.
Hi. I love you so. It's so good to see you. Merry Christmas.
I was gonna let you guys finish, and I was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna go say hi.
No,
Look at that booty, Courtney. Don't record that.
You got
Courtney, how's it working?
It's great. Okay, Queenie, come on, out. Let's go.
She's such a
Sorry,
good
maybe
baby.
we'll talk later.
Your hair's so pretty.
Thank you. I just got it done.
Where'd you go?
I go to Pacific Palisades. My lady.
She did
out
it.
there.
She too
She
tough.
always she's expensive, so she better be good.
She was damn good. She did your hair cute.
Thank you.
I love it. Sorry, Don. Talk you later.
Okay.
Thank you for calling Walmart Supercenter. We're always hosting those who needs to be hosted. Do you like fresh rye bread on a Saturday? Do you cry at midnight listening to Prince? Then you picked the right mental health counseling services.
Shit, it's not in the middle there.
Why is all these people just hitting you up? Yeah.
All right, back to it here. All right. So, anyways, back to the article. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, at the very, let's see. He goes. He added that virtual schooling and being away from friends and extracurricular activities also contributed to this sad reality. Yeah, no shit.
Of course.
This is his quote. Even before the pandemic, an alarming number of young people struggled with feelings of helplessness, depression, and thoughts of suicide, and rates have increased over the past decade. Oh, now so it's a 10-year thing. It wasn't just the last 2 years.
Oh no, it's a 10-year thing because we don't want to get sued.
Right. The COVID-19 pandemic further altered their experiences at home. True. School and in the community, and the effect on their mental health has been devastating, he said. Okay, cool. Back to the article, you'll recall that there has been years of discussion regarding the impact of social media on the youth and how it affects their mental health in ways that include suicide, drug use, depression, and body dysmorphia. Yes, all true. But it's funny how you end the article on, you'll recall that there has been years of discussion regarding the impact of social media on the youth. But it's like, yeah, but let's talk about the last 2 years.
Right.
Where this skyrocket in mental health occurred
because
and suicide
of social
attempts.
Isolation.
Yeah,
I believe
it's because of your shutdown due to your virus and thinking that it's going to kill everybody and overblowing it, right?
I believe the vaccine's driving everybody crazy. I mean,
it's driving everybody crazy in a way that is so unhealthy. Like, I had a friend of mine go to the doctor to get a scan, okay? For cancer. Precancerous scan. He gets a scan every once in a while to see if he's got cancer developing, right? It's preemptive measures, right? He goes there and shows his Vax card, and he makes a joke. He was like, hey, here's my Vax card. And she's like, oh, thank you. She's like, yeah, I hear people have been using fake Vax cards to go into the doctor's office. Ha, ha, ha. Just joking, right? She goes, I'm going to call the cops on you. He goes, huh? And she's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, is this a fake card? This is a fake card? You're lying to me right now. This is a fake card. I'm going to call the cops on you. And he's like, whoa, pump the brakes. Like, what's wrong with you? She's like, oh, I'm going to call the cops on you.
So she didn't check before she called. She just made a threat, made the situation worse.
Yeah.
And
because she couldn't take a joke. So that's how dogmatic and legalistic these people have become about it. Because it's like this. It's like when you listen to the government, and the government in your mind is doing everything they can to make your life better, right? Which is a lie. Which is a lie.
Yeah.
The government is not looking out for your best interest. Only you can, right? Nobody else can look out for you but you. But when you give that power over and you're like, the government really does do what's best for me, and my party, whatever party you're in, right? Democrat or Democratic Party, Republican Party, whatever. If you think that party is always going to take care of you, that's not true.
No.
But to convince yourself that it's true, you got to go all in on all the things that they believe in, that they're over, right? And so with that, in that scenario, she's like, I'm becoming a Nazi soldier for my party.
So first of all, your dumb ass didn't, before you, if anybody would have threatened me like that, I would have made sure her job would have been gone.
Right.
I'm like, dumbass bitch, did you check the computer? You gonna call the police on who? So bitch, as soon as you call the police, make sure you have my shit printed there.
Right.
Cause you ain't gonna have no job after we're done. That's so fucking embarrassing.
Obviously she didn't, but
Stupid
to even
bitch.
do that, and here's the thing, he's vaccinated.
That's embarrassing.
I think he'd already gotten his booster shot. You
so
know what I mean?
So what ended up happening with her? Did she get fired? Did she get in trouble?
So what's happening is, no, she didn't.
Oh,
but what happens is, and this happens all the time, you've got you've got people trying to go by the book, right? And listen to what's coming down from the government, right? All right, you got to have your vax card. Yeah, you got to be vaccinated, whatever. And anybody who shows any type of sway in the other direction of like how the view of the party is,
Right.
they can't take it. They cast you out. You know how in church when you're hanging out with people and then you hear Susie just slept with somebody?
Oh, that's some interesting.
You're like,
oh shit, Susie cute.
Susie, she ain't coming to Sunday school, is she? Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, you start casting people out.
Yeah, that's that.
Because this is what it is. I had to do it, or I'm not doing that. So, and you didn't, or it's like with in the church or something like that, where you're trying to stay sexually pure, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. You hear somebody who hasn't, right? That upsets you because you're trying to do it. You're trying to stay pure, right? In this scenario, right? You get upset at that. And so you get mad at them, even though you guys believe the same thing.
Right.
That's the same thing that's going on with this vaccine thing. It's like they
Monkey
both
see, monkey do.
believe that the vaccine is the best thing for everybody. All right?
And you better not go against it or you're the problem.
But this guy made a joke about it. And you can't joke about it. No. You can't joke
You're
about it.
going to go to jail.
Yeah. And it's like, hold on. We're on the same team here.
Wow. And he didn't do a complaint. I'm really mad about that. Like, he didn't say nothing.
I'm gonna get you to beat his ass so he next time he does.
I'm gonna fuck him up because I would have made sure she would have got fired. Like, she didn't check. Like, she was just being. You see, let me tell you this, America. This is why fucking physical altercations happen, because you think because your dumb ass sit behind a chair or a desk, you can pop off at people. First of all, you can't be ignorant. Sometimes you can't assume and makes an ass of yourself, okay? I would have made sure all his shit checked out, and if it didn't, the police would have came. Why would you threaten that man?
Right.
Why would you make a doctor lose his money behind somebody even joking?
Yeah.
Your dumb ass didn't sit there and check before, like, you made the situation bigger than what it was.
But that's what happens.
Jesus.
That's what happens where you no longer make logical decisions.
Yeah.
And it's all in support of the party. So that's what happens in Germany. You know? I mean, that's what's happening in Australia right now. I mean, they're putting unvaxxed people in camps. You do know this, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah. They're putting Australians who are unvaxxed in camps.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Every time I bring that up to somebody out here, they're like, no. And I'm like, yes.
No.
They're not showing you on CNN. They're not showing you on MSNBC.
No.
You know, they'll barely show it on Fox. But it's happening.
In camps.
In camps, yeah. And you can't leave. Yeah.
Wait, I'm itching now. Wait, sorry.
Isn't that crazy though?
Oh God, I'm itching.
And that's why like people at the very beginning of this,
sorry, y'all. I'll itch.
with the mandate of a vaccine for everybody, everybody on the conservative side was like, "Oh, well, we know where this is going." This is the issue. Like, a lot of liberals look at the conservative party, the right, and they associate it with authoritarian governments, such as far right governments, like fascism in Italy, right, and the Nazi Party in Germany, right. But here's the difference. In every one of those situations, the Italians, the fascists in Italy during World War II, the Nazis in Germany, they got rid of religion.
Oh yeah, they did.
That's one of the first things they do is they get rid of religion.
That's
so
the
it's
thing
like,
that controls everything.
What are you talking about? Like, most conservatives are okay with Christianity, right? They're in support of it, right? Maybe too much, maybe too little. I mean, whatever your opinion is. But that's kind of like the party of Christians, right?
Right.
You could say. But there's Christians on the liberal side too. You know, you don't have to be either or, but it's just like more fundamentalist or evangelical Christians are on the right side. On the left, there's little support for any type of religious establishment, Christian establishment, right? So so it's confusing when people say that the right is just going to turn into another Nazi party,
Right.
some type of authoritarian like Hitler style, and that's like comparing Trump to Hitler just never made sense to me.
Why? Why would
Yeah.
do that? It just doesn't make sense.
But it's true. Like people had Trump derangement syndrome, you know, where they were just like they weren't even thinking anymore, and it's like, but now you're making people take a shot, and
Open
if
up
they
the
don't,
floodgates.
potentially
You're the
going to
problem.
segregate them.
You're the problem, and you're gonna be in a camp.
Is that
And
not
then that's why
authoritative?
that's why suicide rates and everything's gonna go up.
Yeah,
because
is that not authoritative?
follow my authority?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So it's just but you can never see your own issues within your own, your own group. It's like you can all like in a relationship. When you look at other people and you see their relationship, you're like, oh yeah, that guy's doing this. They don't need to be together. Blah blah blah. But in your own relationship, you're like, but we really love each other. I know he beats me, but
My eyes are black and my stomach is bleeding inside the bowel, but he loves me.
but we've been through a lot, and that's how you form a relationship. But you never see it within your own little situation, right?
That's true. That's true.
And it happens on both sides of the aisle politically.
The love is blind.
You know what I mean? And look, if you give the Conservative Party too much power, they're going to misuse that power. If you give the Liberal Party, the Democratic Party, too much power, they're going to misuse that power. It's always going to happen. So it's not like either or is like typically better with more power. You know what I mean? It's just that the more power you give anybody, potentially it's going to get pretty bad. It's going to become more authoritative. And you're gonna demand people to do things. But that's what's frustrating about this. It's like, and now you act like you shut the country down for 2 years, and now you act like it actually the mental health problem had been starting like 8 years ago.
But now it's a problem because you guys don't.
Yeah, it's a problem now because it's like, come on,
You gotta put the blame somewhere.
you just started the article. You just started the article by saying. In his document, it was highlighted that during 2019 and 2021, emergency room visits for suicide attempts went up 51% for young girls.
And 4% for boys.
And 4% for boys. That's crazy. That's a crazy number. 51%? What happened in those 3 years?
They could easily said that some of the girls, if people wanted to see the statistics on why the young ladies had more of a suicide attempt, they could possibly blame it on PPMD. Is it PMD, like period issues? Yeah. Because I know when I come on my cycle, I'm a raging bull. Like I want to rip people's heads off. Yeah. So some of those people could be suffering from like what made it worse. They're on their period. Yeah. But oh no.
But look at this though. In his document, it was highlighted that during 2019 and 2021 emergency visits. What about 2020? Why are we talking about 2019?
Because 2020 was the worst. It was worse. They're not gonna talk about the worst. Like death was just very rampant. It was worse.
Like why use 2 years? You've got 2019, 2020, 2021. You're going to talk about this year, skip a whole year and go to the next year and talk about these. So what they're trying to say is the year before the shutdown, it was bad.
Yeah.
And the year after the shutdown, it was bad.
And it's worse.
But we're going to talk about them together.
Because
you should always talk about years that aren't right beside each other.
Because 10 years prior, we had this problem.
Right.
But because of the pandemic.
Like I don't give a shit about 2019.
Me neither. I
like
don't even
if
remember.
You're going to skip 2020, I don't care about 19.
I don't even remember 19, to be honest.
Because it's like what this shows is like 2019, it was really bad. 2020 must have not been bad, but 2021 was really bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how they kind of like make you think, oh, well, maybe it wasn't just the past 2 years.
It was 2020.
It's so silly. It's so silly. But anyways,
Cody, don't get mad at me. I'm getting tired.
That's okay. We're done. This was fun.
I love you.
It's all right.
Oh, tired.
We're out of here. I'm going to play the outro. You got to listen to the outro.
Oh, yeah. Play the outro.
No, the fucking Cubs, dude.